Well, hello there. And this auntie. And I'm here to do my review of Love After Lockup, Season 3, Episode 58, Bride or Fugitive. Let's get started.
Everybody needs a sweet old auntie. Everybody needs
with a whoop whoop and a boop boop.
auntie that everybody needs.
You can make this up. Now, you know that these are some crazy motherfuckers.
Everybody needs a sweet old auntie.
So why
Aunties and lives, sweet old auntie. Aunties and ways. Are you okay? Are you okay?
Well, hi, everybody, and welcome back. If this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And to all of my new subscribers, thank you all so much for joining this family. To all of my nieces and nephews who have been here with me for the long haul, thank you all so much for your continued support. If I had to rate this episode of Love After Lockup, Season 3, Episode 58, Bride or Fugitive, I would rate this episode a D. I did not, there was only one segment of the episode that I liked and that I thought brought something to the table, and the rest of it, you could just throw it away. Let me know down in the comments section what you would rate this episode. Like, I absolutely rated this episode a complete and total D. It just, it didn't do it for me. It just didn't. But okay, we're going to go ahead and get started, y'all. Let's get started. So the first couple that I want to talk about is Brittany and Marcelino. I did not watch them. I am tired of this storyline. It's the same old thing over and over and over and over and over and over again. And it's just recycling itself. And I'm just tired of the recycle, right? I mean, once you put it in the recycling bin, it is considered recycling, or i.e. trash. And I guess that basically sums up what I thought this segment was. I didn't want to know about her fathers. I didn't want to know another thing about Brittany's history. And yeah, I didn't watch it. The next person that I want to talk about is Shawn and Sarah. Of course, we know that, Shawn wanted to get married to Sarah. And he's already had Sarah move into the household with him. And she's tagged along and brought her daughter along with her. And so now he wants to ask her mother for her blessings to marry Sarah. And so he decides that he knows what a woman likes. And I hate that men make that assumption about what women like and what we want to participate in, and so on and so on, and et cetera and et cetera. But Shawn made a decision that he was going to invite the mother out to the mall. So the mom comes to the mall and, she has her cup of coffee and she's like, Shawn, what? And so, you could tell that there's some hostility between the two of them because, Sarah has just jumped up and moved in with this man. And so the mama ain't really feeling it. And so, he's like, I want to propose to her and I want to get, I want to get your blessing on this. And so mama wasn't ready to do that. And they go, but she does decide that she's going to go in and try to look at rings that he wants to buy her daughter. And so the two of them go into the jewelry store. And while in the jewelry store, they're looking for rings. And the saleswoman comes over, and she's like, hi, you all looking for rings, what kind of metal, does she want? Does she want rose gold? Does she want 14 karat gold? Does she want 10? What does she want? Does she want sterling silver? So the mother was like, something white, in the white family, whether or not it be sterling silver, white gold, or whatever. The mother was like, okay, whatever. And so, they go over to the counter and they begin to start looking at the rings. And the mother begins to talk about, the fact that she's living with him, with Shawn, and the fact that he has these kids. And so, Shawn was, talking about, he wasn't there and all of that kind of stuff. And the mother was like, you had to have been there. The mother has legitimate questions. And I think that, well, we already know that Sarah is pregnant, and that she absolutely married him. I believe that the last episode is probably she has a secret, and I believe that boring secret is the fact that she is pregnant, but the bag is already out, and so we already know about it. And so the mother gets upset because she's like, you got 6 kids, how is this going to play into the relationship and all that kind of stuff. Basically, Shawn is a deadbeat dad, in my opinion. And I just think that, Sarah felt like she was in love with him. She got pregnant with him. She's looking for someone to take care of her. I'm hoping that she stays straight as long as she's with this man. And Shawn is really controlling, because even when the mother was leaving out of the store and had already made a decision that she did not want to be there anymore, this mofo was running behind her. And I did not want to sit up a little closer. This mofo was running behind her and all that. Y'all see my Christmas tree peeping in the back? I'm gonna let y'all see my Christmas tree on my other channel. Once I finish it, because it's been taking me days to decorate it and my home. But anyway, the mother was leaving, and Shawn was, like, no, no, running behind her. And she was like, Shawn, don't run behind me. He is so accustomed to and in my opinion, it's a form of aggression. I don't know what anybody else thinks about it, but to me, it's being very aggressive with the being up on you, body frame up, in your space and all of that kind of stuff. He does the same thing with Sarah, and just this insistent, this pushing. But the pushing to me is just borderline, bitch. I mean, like, you can't, like, back up. And the mother was like, don't come behind me like that. Don't follow me. And the mom left. And he was like, you know what? I don't care anything about her. I'm marrying Sarah, and I don't care anything about her. And guess what? You think the mother did not pick up the fact that he was being disingenuous? You think that mother did not pick up the fact that he really did not want her opinion, or care about her opinion, or her advice about this relationship? You think that the mom did not have that instinct in her heart? Hell to the year she did. Okay. And so, that was the only thing that happened with them. I guess Stan and Lisa are over. Yes, it's over. The Chico. What's the use of trying to hang on? Okay. So, I guess it's over with them. We're not going to see them anymore. The next couple I want to talk about is Ray and Brittany. Ray had, some time with his grandma, okay? And his grandma said, that's her baby, point blank into the period. The two of them seem to be getting together. He tells his grandmother, let me sit back. He tells his grandmother that he and Brittany are going to Miami. And so the grandmother was like, you ain't going to go down there and get in trouble. Woo woo. But he was like, no, the turn up ain't that real. And if I was gonna get in trouble, I would have already gotten in trouble. And I really think that that's true. I think that we all have seen Ray be very mature. In my opinion, I think that Ray has been more mature in this relationship than Brittany has, because Brittany has unrealistic expectations of Ray. And so, we know that Brittany has an expectation that Ray proposes to her. Ray knows that Brittany has an expectation that he proposes to her. And he's like, well, I got a ring, but it's a friendship joint. So the grandmother was like, what the fuck? Nobody wants a ring, a friendship ring, after this girl's been putting out all of this stuff. We all know that what the grandmother is saying is absolutely true. Brittany does not want, somebody said delayed Ray. Nobody, who's putting out this much effort to be in a relationship with somebody is going to accept, right? A friendship ring. Plus, they too old for that. But, the grandmother was like, you're going to have to come another way. Maybe you can use the excuse of saying that, you're not really making the money. And then this is, like a hold on a relationship. I don't know whether or not Ray really wants to marry Brittany. I believe that he does because he wants to have children with her. Just because someone wants to have children doesn't mean that they're ready for marriage. But I do really believe that he is. I believe that he is ready for it. Financially, he just doesn't have the paper. And then, too, no man finds it attractive for a woman to be pushing them like that. Men want to be the hunter. They don't want to be hunted. And Brittany is absolutely on the hunt. She's hunted this man down from day A. Thank you, Jessica. She's hunting him down from day A, and it's just absolutely ridiculous. And so we're going to see, whether or not Ray makes a decision that, he's going to turn his promise ring into a wedding ring. He doesn't have anything to lose. So, Ray, if you're not already married to Brittany, go ahead on and marry her, because Brittany is the type of woman who is willing and able. Okay, she's willing and able to take care of you for the rest of your life. And so if you want a permanent spot to stay in, you want your food and your meals and all of that stuff, like in prison, stay with her. She's the type of chick, I don't even know if she would put you out if you was cheating on her, because she's made such an investment in you, boo. She doesn't want to lose her investment. So, Ray, live your best life up underneath Brittany's roof. Let this chick take care of you and everything. Like, for real. For real. You got it good. I'm just saying, this is what we seeing. Okay? Uh-oh. Thank you so much, Erica Newton, for the $10 super chat. You are the best. Your gift of humor and insight is a blessing. Keep it up. Thank you, Erica. Appreciate you. Love you, boo. Thank you. The last couple that I want to talk about is Nicole and Deonte and Tia. The other day, every Friday night, Deonte goes live on Instagram. And he kind of recaps the show and talks about the show and all of that kind of stuff. Well, this Friday, I went on with Deonte. And I told Deonte that there were some things that he had been saying that we were questioning. I'm no longer questioning those things. We've seen Deonte seemingly make decisions that were not always the right decisions, in our opinion. Running and chasing after someone that doesn't want him. But Deonte provided me with some text messages from Nicole. Text messages alone is not enough for me to believe 100% what I'm being presented, because I'm just that type of auntie. I really want, more than that. Now I'm going to use my discernment. I feel like I'm a good judge of character, and I listen to what's not being said. We opened up this episode with Tia and Nicole. Nicole is still crying. This is her wedding day, and she doesn't want to have this conversation with Tia. She doesn't want to tell Tia what's wrong with her or anything. But she tells production that she doesn't really believe that she's ready for this marriage. Thank you, Ada Alvarez, for the $5 super chat. Nicole keeps Deonte smoking out the window. I don't even think that, I know what you're saying, but Deonte gonna smoke out that window, period. So Nicole is sitting there, she's telling production, I don't know whether or not I want to be in this relationship. Nicole is marrying Tia because Tia's sick. Tia is using Nicole as the last will and testament, bitch. She is absolutely rushing this girl down the aisle. She knows she dumb as a doorknob. She's using this liver and this kidney thing to have her way with Nicole. Point blank and period. Nicole, while she was not attracted to Deonte, she was trying to get Deonte to save her. She did not want to go down this aisle. Deonte puts on his little suit, honey. Now, Deonte, when he came up out of there with his skeebies on, I said, okay, Deonte got a nice body, like point blank, period. Like but I don't need to see it because I feel like I'm too old of a woman to be seeing that man. But that man absolutely got a nice ass body on him. And I know his DMs is blowing up. No ifs, ands, buts, doubts, nothing about it. He is excited to put on his suit. Now, if you follow Deonte on Instagram, you know that Deonte, at the end of his live on Friday, actually allowed me into his closet and showed me the infamous burgundy suit. And he showed us the shoes. Oh, yes, he did. I told him he should auction it off because he's trying to he's trying to raise money for people in the military. But Deonte came out of there. He was cheerful. This was the first time I've seen Deonte happy on this show. The first time. Which probably was the last. But it was the first time that we got to see Deonte's personality. That we got to see him having a great time. He was sliding around in them shoes. That suit made him feel like everything. He went outside, bitch, wasn't nobody out there. He was hoping somebody was going to be out there to see him in his outfit, but it won't nobody out there. He's driving, trying to find the site because he is not the wedding site because he wasn't invited. But of course, we know that this is production driven. Because how would he even know what the park was? He said he saw it on social media. They didn't advertise it on social media. But anyway, we're going to go with the fake ass because that was fake. Because never did they announce that they was getting married on social media. I ain't see it. And how would he have seen it when he's living it? Okay, but anyway. So he gets there and he's driving and he's trying to find, he gets distracted and he runs off the side of the road. Deonte is now, bitch, in a ditch. He's got to get, the park rangers and everybody else to drag his car out. And then we see him walking cross the grass. Now, Tia has been at this wedding site. Tia family isn't going to be able to be there with her, but Nicole's family and friends are there. But Nicole is not ready to get married. So the text messages that Deonte sent to me, if you all are members, if you're members of Auntie's Advice, I can upload them. If you all want me to, I can upload them and let y'all see them. But Nicole absolutely was reaching out to Deonte days before her marriage, telling Deonte that she wanted to talk to him and that she needed to talk to him, that some things was going on in her life. And this was her, y'all, in my opinion, crying out for help from Deonte. She did it from an anonymous number, allegedly. And she told Deonte, please do not tell anybody I've talked to you. So I told Deonte while talking to him, thank you so much, Nisi G, for the $5 super chat. Deonte got that outfit from the same store Angela got Michael's PIMP Daddy Emporium. Okay. I don't know why men like stuff like that, but they do. Thank you so much, Nisi. So I told Deonte during his live that I now am able to put those pieces together. The cell phone text messages and the wedding day. And now we see on television, which was the final puzzle piece, that Nicole absolutely did not want to marry Tia. Not at that time. Not that early. And we see him going to the wedding, uninvited. Bitch, it's going to be on and popping. Y'all. Because Tia is already on edge. She's rushing this girl down the aisle. She know that Nicole is not talking to her, will not disclose what the problem is. So as soon as she see this mofo, it's going to be on. And if I didn't invite you to my wedding and bitch you show up, it's going to be on with me too. I don't. Thank you so much, Tiffany, Face Painting Keys, for the $4.99 super chat. Auntie, I promise I watched you before I watched Love After Lockup. You're so bomb. Thank you, boo. This wasn't a good episode, Tiffany. This episode got a D from me. It was boring as hell. But thank you, boo. I was like, Deonte was telling the truth. Now, that don't mean that he makes the best damn decisions, because he don't. Not when it come down to women. In my opinion, he don't make the best decisions. But at least in this, we got an opportunity to see that what he was saying was absolutely true. Absolutely true. So, y'all, that's the end of my review. When it's a D episode, bitch, I be trying to get it done in 30 minutes or less, and I think I did it. Y'all, we're going to be watching. I am looking forward to new cast. Y'all let me know in the comment section if y'all going to be looking at Love during Lockup. I'm hoping that they have some new cast. Oh! Before I go out, what you call them? Oh my God, what was her name? Johnny and oh my God, what is his wife's name? Christina. She, went to work and she was at work, boo-hooing and crying because her mother has cancer. And so she was talking to one of her coworkers who was an addict. She's a recovering addict, and the two of them were in the sandwich shop, And they were making sandwiches with no gloves. While they were sitting up there, Christiana was folding up the menus, and the co-worker was slapping them sandwiches together. That's why I be looking behind the counter. I don't care if it's at Panera Bread, bitch. I will stand in a cut like that, right? To make sure I see a bitch making my food. That was just so gross. Now, I know that that wasn't the focus of what was going on, but bitch, I could not turn away. I was like, who the fuck is eating those sandwiches? And then the way that she was folding the meat on there, I said, this just the gross as hell. Like, what the hell is this? What is it? But she's going through. She's saying that she really wants to be strong for her mother. And I'm hoping that she does. This responsibility is on her. She said that she used drugs, as most people do, to dull the pain, so that she does not feel the pain of life. But let me tell you something. In life, you're going to have pain. It just is what it is. And I'm hoping that she doesn't turn back and go back to drugs. But anyway, that was it. Again, if I had to rate this episode, bitch, it's getting a D. A whole D and nothing but a D. Love y'all to pieces. Y'all be great. Be good. Be safe. Love y'all. Thank you to everybody who super chatted. Love y'all.